What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another Fish Guy Chris video. If I sound weird today, it's because I broke my expensive microphone yesterday filming an epic video for you guys. Okay? But today we are focusing on something extremely important, and I cannot wait to get it set up for you guys. So today we are filming an awesome video, guys. One of the best in the entire world. We are jumping into making our very own saltwater mini pond, baby. We're not focusing on the big 1,000 gallon pond today. We've been focusing on that in the last 3 videos. You guys seem to absolutely love what we are doing with the pond. It looks absolutely fantastic. All the fish are doing great right now, and I cannot wait to show you guys. I just did a water change on it, actually. Filled it up nice to the top. Everything's doing terrific. I cannot wait to get a GoPro in there to show you how all the fish are doing, because everyone likes to hide in the rocks. So as they get used to me, as I feed them more, they're gonna start coming out and enjoying my presence. But we are focusing on the saltwater mini pond today for the quarantine tank, the quarantine mini pond. That's gonna help us add fish safely so it doesn't just wipe out my whole aquarium. So the whole point of the quarantine pond, if I catch something cool, if I buy something cool, if I find something amazing, I can throw it in the quarantine pond, treat that fish or whatever I catch, and then move it to the 1,000 gallon, because you don't want that fish to have parasites or diseases and just wipe out the whole tank. Now, in regards to me getting, like I said, I've always wanted stingrays, sharks, eels, all that really cool stuff. Those fish cannot handle medicine. They can't handle copper. They can't handle certain medications. So when those guys are in this pond, I can be treating the fish in the other pond, because God forbid something happens to this pond, I can scoop that fish out and treat them in there, or I could just treat them initially so that nothing freaking happens. So that's what we're doing today, guys. I'm absolutely stoked to show you guys what we're gonna do. But first, I'm gonna take you guys out to the dock, because I threw something extra juicy in that water. OMG, guys, it's gone. I knew it was gonna be gone. I just showered before this video, and I knew that in the shower it was gonna be gone. Oh wait, is that it? That's some of it. Guys, that is half of the body. Oh, big nurse shark. Big nurse shark right there. Huge nurse shark. Giant nurse shark. It's eating it. Oh my God, I'm gonna get it eating it. Watch this. Watch this shark. It's gonna come back. It's eating that carcass that I threw in. Look at it. Look at it. That's a nurse shark. Ripping it up. Oh my God, I'm capturing this. Right when the sun goes down. See all that blood coming out? So guys, me, Jack, and Manager Brooke actually just came back from fishing, and we caught the most amazing thing. We went fishing on my boat, and we went offshore in the middle of the ocean, and we caught, I have never caught this fish before in my life. None of us have ever caught this fish before. It was all of our first times ever catching this fish. That video is coming soon on the main channel. I cannot wait till you guys see that video. It's gonna blow your guys' heads off. Best fish I've ever caught. It was absolutely insane. I cannot wait to show you that for you guys. But we also caught a bonita, and I just filleted that bonita up, and I just chummed up that bonita at my dock. I cut it up a bit, threw it in my dock, and as you see in this clips I'm showing you right now, I just went to the backyard. I couldn't talk out there because it's windy, so I just went to the backyard, and there is a giant nurse shark eating the bonita that I threw in there. I literally threw that in 30 minutes ago, and it is already eating it. It's not the big 8-foot one, it's the 4-foot to 5-foot nurse shark that is constantly at my dock, but I'm throwing a lot of bonitas in there to try to get that big 8-foot nurse shark to come by so we can catch him. I cannot believe that. I literally threw it in 30 minutes ago. Fish Guy Jack just left my house with the amazing fish we caught that I cannot wait to show you. And I just threw that bonita in the dock, and there's already sharks at the dock. Absolutely insane footage. This thing was just tearing up that bonita, blood everywhere, just ripping it apart underneath, going crazy, going ham. That's a meal that's gonna last him a long time. That was a big bonita that he just ripped up and devoured. So the Fish Guy dock is coming along strong. I cannot wait to add those lights and the underwater camera. Imagine if we had the underwater camera during the bonita feed that we just witnessed on top of the water. That would have been insane to watch. I can't wait to get it and install it for you guys. It's gonna absolutely blow your guys' minds. Now guys, finally getting into the saltwater mini pond, I gotta shout out Anthony Garcia. He said, definitely a good idea to set up the quarantine tank with your wild catches, especially if you plan on getting sharks and rays that can't take the same medication as scaled fish. Love the videos. That is exactly my point, guys. We wanna get awesome fish for this saltwater pond here. So in order for that to happen, we gotta make sure that they're healthy. And that includes getting a quarantine tank because I'm gonna be buying and catching a lot of fish. So it's almost a must that we get this quarantine tank set up. Let's do it. So guys, my thought process in making this quarantine saltwater pond was I already have a 300-gallon freshwater pond with my koi, with my turtles, with my cichlids that are all doing terrific in there. And I also have my freshwater tank in my room, which is plenty of space for my freshwater fish. So the pond next to it, we don't really do much in that pond. We have Ketchup the catfish, we have Darth Vader the upside down catfish, we have some parrotfish in there, nothing crazy in that pond. So I'm thinking, why let that space go to waste? Let's use it to make a saltwater mini pond. So my first step in getting this pond saltwater is obviously to scoop out the fish. So I went around the pond and I scooped out Ketchup the catfish, who is surprisingly sneaky fast. I mean, these fish, you don't think catfish would be fast, but they are extremely fast. I'm telling you, it took me a while to get this thing out. So I got Ketchup the catfish out first. I put him in a bucket. I'm gonna be bringing Ketchup the catfish and Darth Vader, the upside down catfish, to the fish headquarters to see what exactly we're gonna do with them. I'm not sure if we're gonna keep them or give them to a friend. So we're not sure yet. I'll keep you guys updated on what we do with them. But Ketchup the catfish, I put in a bucket. The parrotfish I actually moved over to the koi pond. I think he'll do great in there. He's a cool fish. We've had him literally since day one of the Fish Guy warehouse. So I was like, you know what? Let's just keep this guy around. I moved him to the koi pond. He'll do great in there. He's gonna chill all the koi, chill all the cichlids. He's gonna eat good because I feed them a lot. And I also am moving the pleco over, the really cool pleco that we got in a mystery box. I'm moving that over to the koi pond because there was not even a koi in there. There was not even a pleco in that pond, and that pleco could really help eat the algae, hang around in there, be a good time, you know, clean up the tank. So I moved him over to the koi pond, and he's gonna do terrific. So the parrotfish and the pleco, both in the koi pond, they're gonna do great in there. I also scooped out Darth Vader the catfish. He was the hardest to scoop out, surprisingly. Extremely fast fish, darting around the pond everywhere. I think it's because his eyes are underneath his head, so he sees exactly when that net is coming, and he just takes off before I can even get close to him. But I finally netted him out, put him in the bucket with Ketchup the catfish to chill in there. And then I finally caught the last cichlid in the pond that was completely running away from me the whole day. I had to wait till I drained the thing to even scoop him out. But thankfully, got all the fish out of the freshwater pond that we can now turn into saltwater. So step number 2 for making this saltwater pond was I had to drain the entire pond. I went around with a siphon, I cleaned up all the garbage on the bottom, all the fish poop, all that stuff. I got it all out of that tank, picked up some of the sand to get a fresh layer on top, and I drained all the water till it was about 5 inches from the bottom. So I drained all of the pond to make sure that none of the water was still in there. I want to get completely fresh water, start from scratch, and make a saltwater mini pond. So after draining the water, I actually found some extra rock that I didn't even know I had. It was actually underneath my little shelving that I could have put into the 1,000-gallon pond, but I completely forgot I even had it. So I ended up making a nice little rock structure in the middle of our new saltwater mini pond. Nice little rock structure. I don't want to put too much rock in there, too much decor, because we're going to be transferring fish from there a lot, so I want it to be kind of easy to scoop them out. But I also wanted to put enough rock where they would feel safe and comfortable to just chill in there and do their thing and not be stressed out all the time. So I added some rock in there, and of course, I had to add our little flavor, our little color poppers, those fake plants that we used to have. I mean, this pond looks exactly like our first saltwater pond in the warehouse. Our first saltwater pond, I literally made a replica of it. That pond was absolutely amazing. So we're doing a repeat on that, except this one is just gonna be quarantined. So I added my rock, I added my coral, my fake plants. They look like coral, they're cool. They got some cool colors, makes everything pop in there. I know, I like everything to pop. And then finally, I had to fill up the pond with water. So I filled the pond up all the way until about, 6 inches above. Cleaned the pond a little bit, and we have pretty much a full 300-gallon saltwater mini pond. It's a big pond. 300 gallons is a lot. Our tanks at home house a lot of really big fish, and it's only 125 gallons. So this is 300 gallons, perfect circular shape for sharks and stuff, even though I can't get carried away. I cannot put sharks in there because that's a quarantine pond for the medication. So do not let me get carried away, okay? Those sharks are for the big saltwater pond. And finally, the last step in making the saltwater mini pond was adding some beautiful salt. Okay, I got 2 buckets. Each bucket does 160 gallons. So all I needed was 2 buckets in there to make it salt water, perfect salinity, and boom, we have our salt water mini pond. Here is the final product. Guys, check out the final product. It looks absolutely amazing. Look at how crystal clear this water is. I did not think it was gonna clear up. I filmed setting this whole thing up yesterday, and I had to record the video like this because my mic broke. So I had to do like a voiceover to explaining everything and then show the clips. And in the clips, I told you guys, I was like, I don't think it's gonna be clear by tomorrow. So you guys are gonna have to wait till next week to see what it looks like. But nope, it cleared up perfect. It is absolutely crystal clear. The rock formation looks amazing. The coral, the colorful coral looks amazing. I cannot wait to add fish in here. We're gonna start by adding some smaller fish in here just to make sure that they're okay. Then we can go hard on catching some really cool fish to throw into this pond, guys. We're gonna do some amazing things, and this is just the beginning. I also mentioned in that last video that the stuff at the fish warehouse currently that I have is really, really cool, but it is absolutely nothing. It's not even gonna touch what is coming up in the future, guys. We have extremely big plans, not only for this channel, but especially the Barb's Buzzin' main channel. We have huge plans in the works. It's all coming together. It just takes a lot of time to, you know, get things going, shipping, signing contracts, etc. All that stuff takes time, especially nowadays. So we have everything in the works, getting set up for an absolutely amazing. We are literally gonna have a Miami Seaquarium very soon. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be sick. I cannot wait to tell you guys the big news. But we start small. This channel, we're starting small in my garage, baby, with the 1,000 gallon saltwater pond and now the mini pond. We finally got it done. Let me know what fish you would like to see in here first, and I will make it happen. Drop a comment down below and smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.